You know what day it is? Motorhome Mondays. Right, I'm going to be honest straight off the bat. It's not Monday. Because of the football this week, right now, I don't know whether... Obviously, you're watching this and you know if we won or lost. I'm filming this a few days early because I want to watch the football on Sunday. So I don't want to be filming on Sunday and anything like that. That's why. So I thought I'd be totally honest, but yeah, come on England. I hope we win. I hope I'm talking to you right now and we're winners. Because why not? Why not? Come on. This episode is proudly sponsored by... Yeah, no, you lot were waiting for some Squarespace or Skillshare thing, weren't you? No, I'm not that. Oh, they don't want to talk to me. But this episode is proudly sponsored by my own videos, because I've got a park-up series. And this episode of Motorhome Mondays is all about park-ups. I've done quite a few videos of me driving around finding park-ups. So if you are thinking about doing some wild camping, some urban camping, then you want some hints and tips, have a look at them videos and follow along with me, because yeah, they're pretty good. If I say so myself, they're pretty good. They're alright. They're good. Let's crack on with the questions, shall we? First question from Christopher. Are you finding it more difficult to find park-ups now lockdown is just about over? Fingers crossed. And are you considering supermarkets and IKEA car parks when you have days off and need to do an overnight park-up? No. I mean, park-ups are getting a little bit harder, like places where there once was a place to park. Now there might be double yellers, or there might be signs that say no parking, or restrictions, or permits. And that has happened quite a lot across the country. I'm talking to other van lifers and they've noticed that themselves, which is a pain. I haven't been majorly affected right now. Obviously, if all my park-ups get taken away, then I'm going to be like, this is World War III. This is the end of the world as we know it. But right now, no, they are getting a bit harder to find, but I still find them. And if I do need to go use a supermarket, then yeah, I would. I mean, I've parked in a lot of the supermarkets. That's part of my park-up series. And I know in my titles of my videos, it's stealth parking at IKEA and stealth parking at Tesco's, for instance. And I know I'm not stealth. It's a bit of a mockery that I put in the title because it just is. I'm clearly not stealth. I'm in plain sight. But that is stealth in itself because I'm hiding in plain sight. People don't expect it. Which you'll find out in a question further on. Next question from Dan. What's your most memorable van stopover and why? Memorable stopover. Now, I don't really do the whole... I haven't really yet done the whole like Instagram van life thing where I wake up and open the door and it's just like a massive vista and I'm in a bikini and I'm eating my avocado on toast. That's an image for you. Oh God. Or I can't open the back doors because this is a motorhome, but I can't open the back doors and be laying on my bed with my butt cheeks out, you know, looking at a nice vista. Another image for your Monday morning. So I haven't done them yet. I think the best places I've parked up would be in Scotland. Loch Lomond was great. There was a few park-ups up there. There was some right on the sea. There was one right on with the lighthouse. That was beautiful. And there was one that was just like in the middle of the country, not in the middle of the country, but in the countryside. And at night, all you could hear was the stags and the deers, and that was brilliant. It really was. And I took a torch out at night, and all you just saw was loads and loads of eyes, just all shining up from the light that you shone into the hills. So yeah, that was pretty good. So I do love Scotland. I can't wait to get back there. But there isn't one that stands out, I don't think, because I don't really. I do like my window, if I can, making it to look, point it to look at something nice, but I'm not really fussy that way. I'll just go outside and have a look around. Paul says, my question is in regards to potential law changes that may come in place and what your thoughts are, and if it does come in place, then will you change your approach to firstly park-ups So maybe go more campsites rather than urban parkups, and also a vehicle change. Would you go to a panel van conversion to be more stealth? First and foremost, no, I'm not going to a panel van conversion. No, I'm not doing it. I like my motorhome. I've got plenty of space. I've got bags of space. I love my motorhome the way it is, and I like motorhomes. So I'm going to stay with a motorhome. Next part of that question is, would you go to more campsites rather than urban? No. I'll just find more urban. I'll just find more parkups. There's got to be parkups because legally, well, not legally, but there's got to be places for cars to park. So if there's places for cars to park, then there will be places for me to park. Then it's just a case of if they find out if I'm in it or not, and if I'm bothering anyone or not. So if there's still places for cars to park, there's still places for me to park. So, I'll continue with that. And then with regards to the law change, I haven't really looked into that much because I don't really want to depress myself. I just do what I'm doing. I'm getting on with me, I know there are law changes out there, and I've signed petitions. I've shared the petitions. What I will say is, John and Mandy done a great episode of Van Chat Tuesdays, where they spoke about these law changes, potential law changes, and they spoke about Campra, the campaign for real heirs in the UK, which are a Facebook group, and they are amazing. They're doing amazing things. They're a great organisation, which I think we should all get behind, because then together, there's a bird out there that's just making a right racket. If it ain't a bird, it's cars. If it ain't cars, it's a motorbike. Do they not know? I should just have like a big I'm filming sign somewhere. Maybe they'd... No one would take any notice anyway. Yeah, Campra, they are great. So go and check out their website. Go check out the Facebook page. Join them, support them in any way you can. And yeah, because they are pushing for more heirs to be put in places like in little towns, country parks, all these places that we all want to visit. They're pushing for little heirs, and if you have to pay a couple of quid, then that's fine, because if they're going to provide a service like the water and places to empty your tanks, that's perfect. That's what we want, because I mean, on the continent they've got heirs everywhere: France, Spain, Italy. I haven't been there, and that's all anyone says to me when they talk about going abroad. Is abroad is so well geared for it and so open to it, and it's all ready and they're welcoming and everything. So we need to make the UK more like that, so then they will come over here and explore our country, because it's a beautiful country to explore, and we will have places to explore ourselves. So I'll drop a link to John and Mandy's video, because they go into a bit more detail about it, and they've done a bit more research about the actual law changes and that. But Campra, you definitely need to look at Campra. Next question from Brock. I've recently purchased a DAF T244 truck that I'm converting to an overland camper. I'll put a picture up here. Unlike most van dwellers, you're a HGV driver, so from your experience, could you foresee me having problems getting around, finding parkups, and potentially annoying people? Now, this is a big truck, and you would not be able to park in places that I park, because I'm in little side streets, outside people's houses. Then, I mean, I stick out like a sore thumb being an actual motorhome, and people... You know what you should do, mate? You should make a video and call it stealth parking. Because there'll be some people out there that get a right being their body about that. All jokes aside, you are going to find it different compared to me, because I'm parking in urban parkups. If you're more country, you're more in the north, I think you'll be fine. There's Off-Grid Nomad, Paul. I'll put a link to his channel here or down in the description. He's got one of these big overland vehicles which he converted, and he does parkups. Again, not like me, but he's a full-time van lifer, so I'll put a link to his channel. Yeah, I think it's just where you are in the country. If you're in London, then give up. I wouldn't even try with that. I would not try. But if you're more north, and when I say more north, past Watford Gap, anywhere past Watford Gap is the north, isn't it? Yeah, if you're more north, then there's more countryside, there's more lay-bys, there's more places to park like that. So yeah, you should be alright that way. Next question from David. I'm just about to sell up and buy a motorhome to live in full time, just like you, Darren. Wicked. I live in North Wales. Is it easy to find parkups within the law throughout the country? First and foremost, it's great that you're going to go full time. Big thumbs up to you for that. You're going to love it. When it comes to finding parkups, I don't know what you're going to be driving. You're going to be having a motorhome, so I find plenty of parkups. When you say within the law throughout the country, I think technically you're not allowed to sleep in a vehicle. I could be wrong on that, but I think real nitty gritty of the law, you're not allowed to sleep in a vehicle. So you're gonna bend some rules. But you know, I said this last week. Why, if I'm not harming anyone, then why is it anyone's problem? You should be fine, mate, as long as you park politely and legally, and you know, you're not in anyone's way on purpose. You're not sticking out crazily, and you know, just park where you feel comfortable and he's polite to other people. If everyone's polite, the whole world would get on so much better. It really would. Next question from Dave. What's your worst park up and why? Good to see you back, by the way. Thank you very much, Dave. Appreciate that. Worst park up. It's not actually the actual place that I parked up. No, I think me, John and Mandy done a park up once, and it was in a pub car park, and it was near like some sewer or some, I don't know, cesspit or something, but it stunk. One part of the car park really freaking stunk, and there was a wind. But the most annoying park up is one that I've parked up many times. It's an industrial estate in Hertfordshire, and it's normally perfectly fine. Lovely. I usually rely on industrial estates at the weekend because there's no one on them. They're great. But this one industrial estate, this one weekend, I think it was a Saturday night, I was working, so I'd gone to sleep and I was going to get up probably about 11 o'clock at night, and there's a real long road. It's a long straight road on this industrial estate, and this guy had one of these motocross crossers. How annoying was he? I wanted to wring his neck. He was just going up and down and wheeling up and down, and it's one of them. It's not just like an engine noise. It was so annoying, and he must have done it for about an hour. And then just as I fell back to sleep, because I didn't want to come out and then like present myself, because then you're asking for more annoyance, and then people know you're there and all this and that. So I thought, I'll let him do what he wants. He's not really harming me. He's just annoying me. And then just as I fall back to sleep, he must have gone and done a tour of the town, and then come back, and then started up and down, yeah, that was, to say annoying was an understatement. My blood was boiling. But hey, that's happened once in like 4 years, so I can't really grumble. This is from Rainy. So he says, how often do you get a knock on the door from nosy neighbours, and how often do you get moved on or feel as if you should move on? So this was going back to that when I say I'm stealthing, and I am stealth in plain sight. So this is where I was saying I'll come back to it. I don't get knocks on the doors. Touch wood. I don't get knocks on the doors. I think I've had 3 in my 4 years. One was from a lorry driver that wanted me to shuffle up a bit so he could get the lorry in. Another one was someone who recognised me in their street, so they knocked on and said hello. And another one knocked on the door, but by the time I woke up and actually got out of bed, they were gone. I didn't see who they were. I don't really get it. I park polite, I park legally, I don't outstay my welcome. I only stay for, a night, and then I won't come back to that place for a week or two. If there's any rubbish, as soon as I park up, I'll pick up a bit of rubbish around me because I don't want people to think it was me. There is nothing stealth about me. it is a motorhome. People see it, they know what they're for. So there is no hiding that. I don't know if it's because I park up during the day, but even then I park up. I do when I'm on days off. I go park up in the evening, and I still find it pretty fine to. Yeah, I really don't get knocks on the doors. Some people get them all the time, but I just don't. I don't know how. I don't know why. I'm lucky. It must be the money make a beautiful face. And lastly, from Diz, what are the top 3 things you look for in a good park up? Does it change if you're not working the next day and you can stay up late / have a lay in bed longer? Top 3 things. Top 3 things. Stay away from. I don't know if it's top 3. Gotta think about this, haven't I? So you want like the quiet parts of streets. So there's usually like in some streets they have like a lay-by pull-in within the street, or the ends of the houses. They're always really good park-ups. Next thing is like bungalow areas, retirement areas, old people areas, which, stereotyping, they can curtain twitch, but again I haven't had that. If you're only staying for a day or a night, that's fine. And they're nice and quiet, and I'm in one now. This is my go-to. I've got one in my area that I go to, and when I really want to do something like filming, like now, or I want some really peaceful sleep, you know, like, I mean, if I'm just going to go be silent for a second, look, there is nothing here. There's no cars. The most you get is a bird, because there's a few trees and bushes out there. That is the most you get. So them areas, and then you want to be away from schools, away from shops, because they're going to be high foot traffic areas. Kids have always got a ball or a bike or a skateboard or kicking a can. I'd stay away from them. And there's usually parking restrictions closer you get to shops and towns and schools. Any more? Because I don't have to stop at 3 anymore. I would say no. I think that's a good few tips. But like I say, I've done a whole series on park ups. So yeah, if you want to learn any more about that and watch me, because I actually drive around and actually do the park ups, so you can watch some of them and you'll maybe you'll get a few more hints and tips. That is it for this week, guys. All of them, apart from 2, will get a sticker because they entered their details on the website with a question and their address. So they're going to get the limited edition, which I'll show you now. If you do want the new sticker, the new Motorhome Monday sticker, they are on the website as a pack of 3 for a £5, or just a Motorhome Mondays one for £3.50, just to cover costs. And I want to do a big shout out to my brother. He's sending them out now. He's taking over the whole stickers to send them out, so they're going out like the same day or the next day, not like me where they took a little time to go out. Yep. So cheers, bro. He's sorted all that out. Next week's topic is gonna be starting van life. So if you've got any questions about starting van life, or you're thinking about van life, or you're umming and ahhing, drop them in the comments below. Head to the website if you want a chance of getting a holographic sticker, and then fill out your details there, answer your question there, and I will catch you on the next one. Take it easy, guys. Bye.